Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for your yoga practice. So, this class is going to be focused around both leg and hip strength and stretch. So, we'll be working on strengthening the lower body and also on releasing and opening into the lower body as well. So let's get started. We're going to start lying on our backs. So you can take yourself down onto your back, whatever way works for you. We'll just bend in the knees, let the feet walk towards opposite sides of the mat, arms down beside you with the palms faced up. Taking a few moments here to get settled and centered as we begin our practice. Relaxing your eyebrows, softening behind your eyes, relax jaw muscles. Begin to feel your whole back body release into the floor. Starting to take some deep belly breaths here, breathing in through the nose, all the way down to the belly, and then sighing it out through the mouth. 2 more just like this. Inhale, breathing deep. Exhale, sighing it out. Last one, really going for it. Inhale, deepest breath of your day. Exhale, releasing. When you're ready, we'll bring both knees into our chest here to take 2 breaths in reclined child's pose, hugging your knees towards your chest, maybe a little rock side to side, massaging your low back into the mat. And then when you're ready, bringing your hands onto both knees, starting to make some hip circles. So guiding knees and hips around in circles, guiding them away from chest and then towards chest. Changing directions. Let's move the other way. Gently waking up the hips. And then when you're here, dropping left foot to the mat, crossing right ankle above left knee, figure 4 or reclined pigeon. Right toes flex back towards right knee. You can stay here, or maybe you pick left foot up off the mat for an inhale. And then exhale, dropping it down. So we'll lift and lower a few rounds. Inhale, lifting left foot up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, rise. Little core fire up session. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. From here, burning the knee into the chest, interlacing your hands behind your left thigh. You can always keep left foot down on the mat the whole time here if that feels better to you. Pausing for another 2 breaths, breathing into the right hip. And then when you're ready, dropping the left foot towards the mat. We'll just switch that out. So right foot plants into the mat, left ankle crosses over the right knee. Now, no, you can always simply stay here, or maybe inhale to lift right foot up off the mat. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. This time, interlacing hands behind right thigh. You can always have the right foot on mat still. 2 more breaths here. Feeling the stretch in your left hip. And then when you're ready, dropping the right foot back to the mat, we'll plant the left foot into the mat as well. Setting up for bridge pose lifts. I just have to wiggle down the mat to make space. So for this, our feet are planting into the mat, knees towards the ceiling. As you inhale, starting to push into the heels, send your hips towards the mat, reach your arms overhead. And exhale, lower. Inhale, squeezing glutes, hips go up, arms go back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. From here, bringing arms down beside you, we'll take a bridge hold. So pushing into the feet, hips go towards the ceiling. Feel your shoulders plug into the floor, pushing into shoulders, pushing into heels, active glutes. Knees reach forward, chin reaches towards chest. Just 3 more breaths here. And nice and slowly lowering hips back to mat. From there, soles of the feet come together, knees open wide for cobbler pose. Reclined butterfly. Hands can rest on belly or out beside you. Here for another 4 deep breaths. Feeling the stretch in your inner thighs, hips, hamstrings even. And now you can stay here working with stretch, or if you want to bring a little more strength into it, bringing your hands down beside you, palms face down. We're going to squeeze the feet towards each other. Feel how that already fires up your glutes. And then from there, pushing into the knife edges of both feet, seeing if you can lift your hips slightly up off the mat. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lowering down. We'll do that 3 more times. Squeeze feet together, push sides of feet into the mat, send hips towards sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lowering down. Last round, squeeze feet together, pushing into the edges of feet for 5, 4, active glutes, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Slowly lowering down, guiding your knees back towards each other. We'll bring both knees into the chest now, and whatever way works for you, whether you rock up or roll off to the side, we'll meet in a tabletop position. So coming to all fours. Bringing hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Cat-cow. Inhale, belly drops towards mat, gaze forward. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, belly lowers, gazing forward. Exhale, reverse it, doming out upper back. Inhale, letter U with the spine. Exhale, upside down U. Just 1 more here. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to a neutral spinal position. We're going to extend left leg back behind us. Feeling strong left glute here. You might stay like this, or for extra balance, Reaching right arm in line with right ear. Balancing tabletop. Pulling the core up and in. Just one more breath here. Well done. And bringing right hand back to your mat. Keeping the left foot elevated now. And from here, trying to initiate the movement from the point where your left glute meets your hamstring and keeping the elevation and a strong core. Starting to bend into the left heel, knee, bringing left heel towards glute. Extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Just 2 more of these hamstring curls. Last one. From there, keeping the bend in your knee, 90-degree angle at the knee, sole of the foot points towards the ceiling. We'll take little pulses of the left foot towards the ceiling for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Lowering that left knee down. Let's go other side. So extending right leg back behind you now. You can stay like this, or maybe you reach left arm in line with left ear. Really pushing into that right hand. Here for another deep breath. Balancing tabletop. And then when you're ready, bring your left hand back towards the mat. So keeping the elevation in the left leg and a belly pulling up and in. From there, bending into the right knee. Inhale. Extend. Inhale, right heel towards right glute. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Just 2 more of these. And then we'll all meet with a bend in the right knee. Right sole of the foot points towards the ceiling for 7 little pulses here. So just pulsing the foot towards the ceiling for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bringing that knee down. From here, hovering tabletop. So hand underneath your shoulders, knees under hips, tuck the toes under, push the ground away with your hands. Feel your shoulders already far on. From here, picking the knees slightly up off the mat, feeling your core switch on. Here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Sending the hips up and back behind you. Down dog. Strong shoulders as you push into your hands. Your head is in between your arms. Gaze can be at the feet. You can have a bend in the knees, or you might like to walk out the dog, bending into one knee, straightening the other. Here for another 3 breaths. And then when you're ready, we'll tippy toe to the front of the mat to come into a ragdoll forward fold. One of my favorite poses. Bending in the knees, holding onto opposite elbows. Let the head hang heavy. Allow gravity to really decompress your spine. Just 2 more breaths here. Then when you're ready, letting go of the hold on your elbows with a bend in your knees, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae, all the ways up to standing. The head is the last thing to arrive. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Taking 3 breaths here with the feet rooting into the mat, the crown of the head reaching towards the sky. 3 breaths to recenter. Feeling your connection to earth. And then when you're ready, we'll walk the big toes to touch, coming to chair, sinking into the knees, sitting the hips down and back on the diagonal. Hands come to prayer position at heart center. You could stay here, or maybe you'd like to reach arms in line with ears, sending the thumbs to the back of your mat. Sink those hips low, thinking of having most of the weight in your heels here. 2 breaths. Now you can stay with this, or maybe on your next inhale, coming high on tippy toes in chair. Exhale, lower heels. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, lower. Just 2 more. Well done. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. From here, hands come back to prayer if they're not there already. And then we're just going to get strong to the right leg and stepping the left foot towards the back of the mat. Reaching arms up to the sky. High lunge. Left heel is up off the back of the mat. Hips square forward. Pausing for a breath here. And now you might stay here. Or maybe on the next inhale, tapping the left knee towards the mat. Now it doesn't have to touch the mat, it can just reach there. And then straightening left leg. Inhale, left knee bends and lowers. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, left knee bends and lowers. Exhale, straighten. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. From here, back heel drops towards the mat, setting up for warrior 2. Arms come parallel to the ground. Deepen in the front knee. Gazes over your right fingertips. Strong legs here, really pushing into the ground through all 4 corners of both feet. Just 2 more breaths here. And then side angle. So right forearm comes to right thigh. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Or left arm in line with left ear with the left palm facing down. Keep pushing out with the back foot. We're almost there, I promise. Just 2 more breaths. My right leg is burning too. Last breath. And then when you're there, both hands are going to come inside the right foot, dropping the back heel down. Lizard lunge. Walking right foot nice and wide. Hands can be on the ground, or if you have blocks, you can bring them on blocks. Gazes forward. Here for another 3 breaths. If you'd like to, you might even wish to straighten the right knee and then rebend a few times. Last breath here. Then we're going to pick up our hips and send right knee back to meet left. Moving through vinyasa. Hands underneath shoulders. As you inhale, lean slightly over the wrists. And as you exhale, bending into your elbows, lowering chest all the way to the mat. Active cobra rolls. So for this, we're going to keep our hands hovering underneath our shoulders off the mat. So inhale, squeeze shoulder blades together. Use back muscles to lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. This time holding here, or maybe sending your arms back behind you for locust. You might stay here, or squeeze your glutes to lift shins and maybe thighs up off the mat. Well done. Just here for another 2 breaths. Maybe you reach a little higher, squeeze those glutes. And then slowly lowering down. You can make a little hand pillow, resting your head down on the mat. You might like to wiggle your hips side to side, resting your head down in hands rather. I'm just not going to do that because I don't want to squish my microphone. Just 2 more breaths here. And then when you're ready, bring your hands under your shoulders, tucking toes under, pushing up to tabletop, and all the way back to downward facing dog, sending your hips up and back. Gaze between the feet. Push into ground for active shoulders. We'll take some heel lifts here. So inhale, lifting heels up off the mat. Exhale, heels reach towards the mat. They do not need to touch. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, heels lower. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, heels lower. 2 more. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, heels lower. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, coming high on your tippy toes, gazing forward. As you exhale, bend into your knees, compress belly to thighs. And then inhale, you can either step, walk, or maybe hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, hands can be on shins or maybe on fingertips. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, straight spine. This time as you reach your arms up to the sky, extended Tadasana. Exhale, arms come down beside you. Let's do that all on the other side. So coming to mountain pose Tadasana for 3 breaths to recenter. Feet hips width distance apart, rooting into your mat, palms face forward. Crown of the head reaches towards the ceiling. Last breath here. And then from here, chair pose. So heel toes your feet together so that your big toes touching. Hands can come to prayer position. Bend into the knees, send your hips back and down on the diagonal. Pausing for 2 breaths here. Keeping hands at heart center or maybe reaching arms up to the sky. And this time we'll take a twist. So bringing hands to prayer, we're going to twist to the left. Thinking of either bringing the right elbow in between your knees. So in that little crevice that you have going on there. Or else to the outside of the left knee. Crown of the head reaches to top of the mat. Twisting from your core. Keep sinking the hips low. Just 1 more breath here. Back to center and over to the other side. So your left elbow can either go in between your knees or maybe to the outside of right knee. Crown of the head reaches long, hips keep low, gaze can be off to the side. Last breath here. Coming back to center. And now this time we're going to step the right foot to the back of the mat. Reach both arms up to the sky. Deep bend in your front knee. High lunge. Pausing for a breath here. You can stay like this, or maybe you start to bend into that right knee. So as you inhale, reaching right knee towards the mat. Now it doesn't have to touch. Then exhale, straighten right leg. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Inhale, right knee sinks low. Exhale, lift. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Just one more. Inhale. And exhale. From here, right heel drops to the back of the mat. Arms come parallel to the ground for warrior two. I'll just turn around to face you. So strong legs here, thinking of stacking left knee above left ankle, rolling shoulders down the back. Just one more breath here. Side angle. Left forearm rests on the left thigh, reaching the right arm either up to the sky or in line with the right ear with the right palm face down. Just here for another 2 breaths. Keep pushing out through the back foot. When you're ready, both hands inside the left foot, picking up the back heel, walking left foot nice and wide, lizard lunge left side. So we have about 4 breaths here to just explore lizard. At this point, you might want to straighten the left leg, release that a little bit. Last breath here in lizard lunge. And then when you're ready, stepping left knee back to meet right. Moving to your last vinyasa. So inhale, leaning slightly over the wrists. As you exhale, with elbows hugging in, lowering chest, belly, all the ways to the mat. This time, active bow pose. So reaching your arms back behind you, bringing the soles of the feet to face the ceiling, bending into your knees. From here, engaging back muscles, sending hands to the back of the mat. And then sending hips towards the ceiling, sending feet towards the ceiling. Feel your glutes really fire on here. Holding for another 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Slowly lowering that down. Once more, you can stack hands on top of the other hand to make a little hand pillow. Maybe you wiggle your hips slightly side to side. You can either rest here or coming back to our active bow. So sending arms back behind you, bending into your knees, sending soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Chest lifts up, active back body here. And then tiny pulses of the soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding at your max lift for another breath. And then releasing that. Coming back to your hand pillow. You can shake your hips a little bit side to side. And then when you're ready, bringing hands underneath your shoulders, tucking your toes under, pushing up to tabletop. And we'll take a wide-legged child's pose. So big toes come to touch, sinking the hips low. Reaching arms ahead of you. Forehead reaches towards your mat. Here for 4 breaths. And then when you're ready, slowly rising up and out of that, we are going to come to sit down. From here, we're going to bring soles of the feet to touch for butterfly pose. So with this, if you find that when you're in butterfly, you're almost rolled back onto your tailbone and you feel quite stuck here when it comes to folding forward, what can be really helpful is to sit up on something. So whether that's blocks, cushions, pillows, whatever it is, sitting your hips up in something will allow you to sit on your sitting bones and allow the pelvis to point forward and work with your spine when that forward fold is coming into action. So setting yourself up here. Then we'll inhale, grow tall through the crown of the head. And then exhale, hinging from the hips as you fold forward. Thinking of reaching belly button towards the feet rather than head towards the feet. Here for another 4 deep breaths. When you're ready, rising up and out of that. So from here, we're going to extend both legs out to the side. Our last little bit of strength work. So we're going to bring both of our hands to frame the left thigh. We're going to be working on hip flexor strength here. As you inhale, seeing if you can lift, hover the left foot up off the mat, and then lower. Now, even if you can't hover it up, that is so normal, but just the action of trying to do it is going to build lots of strength in your hip flexors and in your quads. So don't worry if it's not coming up off the mat, you're still getting your strength work in there. We'll do this for 4 more times. Inhale, hover. Exhale, lower. Inhale, hover. Exhale, lower. Inhale, hover. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale and see if you can hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. You might want to shake your legs out a little bit before coming to the other side. Legs go wide. Let's go to the right side. So right fingertips come to frame the right thigh, and it really helps to be up in the fingertips. It gives you a little bit more room to maneuver. From here, inhale, right heel hovers, exhale, lower. Inhale, hover, exhale, lower. Inhale, hover, exhale, lower. Inhale, hover, exhale, lower. Last one, and a little hold for 5. Woo, it's burning. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Shaking that out if you'd like. And then we'll bring our legs back wide for a wide-legged forward fold. You can always have a bend in your knees for this if you'd like. And you can always stop in something here as well. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale, hinging from the hips. Once more, thinking of belly button reaching towards the ground. Hands can walk ahead of you. We're here for another 4 deep breaths. Stretching hips, inner thighs, hamstrings, low back. When you're ready, slowly rising up and out of that. We'll come back to sit in a cross-legged position. We'll take a twist either side. Inhale, reaching arms up. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left fingertips come back behind you here to act as a kickstand. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale to twist a little deeper. Maybe you look over your left shoulder. 4 deep belly breaths here. Inhale to come back to center, reaching your arms up. Exhale, other side. Left hand to right knee, right fingertips supporting you. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale, maybe twisting deeper, gazing over right shoulder. Again, 4 breaths this side. Slowly coming back to center. We'll finish class here with 4 rounds of box breathing. So for box breathing, you're going to inhale through the nose for 4, hold the inhale at the top for 4, exhale through the nose for 4, and hold the exhale at the bottom for 4. That's 1 round, and we'll do this 4 times. So getting comfortable here, feeling sitting bones rooting into the mat, roll shoulders down the back. Let's begin by just exhaling all the air out of our belly. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. One more, counting for yourself. When you're ready, we'll close our practice here. Inhale, reaching arms up to the sky. Exhale, bringing your hands to Anjali Mudra, prayer position at heart center. You might bow your head to your heart. Taking this moment to really send yourself so much love here and so much appreciation for the incredible person that you are. And let's all take one deep breath together to really breathe in self-love. Inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, slowly coming back to your space. Thank you so much. I really hope that you enjoyed that practice. If you did, I would so appreciate if you could like this video, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel as well. It helps me out so much. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.